LoreWarrior vehicles, Crimson Streak / CS535 hovercars. Within the vehicle racing subculture, there are literally hundreds of different leagues and classes, and just within the hovercar race leagues, there are more than a dozen different classes based on engine type, body type, and nature of the course or track on which the races are run. Because of the specialised nature of each league and class, few manufacturers choose to build vehicles specifically for the races. Instead, they offer a number of different chassis and engine drivetrain combinations from which various drivers and teams choose. They then customize these to their own specification. Champion Hoversports chose to go a different route, however. The company rose to prominence more than 40 years ago when it transitioned from being a lowly outback racing team to a true force to be reckoned with in the ISCAR and LHRS leagues. With a stable of winning drivers and highly customized vehicles, Champion Hoversports continued to add to its impressive list of wins and drivers. By 3042, it had banked enough money and made enough industrial contacts that its controlling partners decided to expand the business by simultaneously producing two new line of sport hovercar, one for the racing market and one that was stripped down but otherwise based on their race model for the civilian market. The Crimson Streak is the newest offering in the Champion Hoversports series, drawing upon advances in material engineering and engine construction made in the past several years. The Crimson Streak is faster and more fuel efficient than its predecessors, and also far more durable. Champion gave 3 of these Model 5 prototypes to its racing team, generating more buzz in the media for the Crimson Streak than any ad campaign. Alicia Cotton drove her Crimson Streak to a 4th ISCAR championship, and Teren Sahi garnered a 2nd place LHRS finish. Even the totalling of the 3rd car in the Edwards 1000 brought significant good press caught up in a 17-car pile-up, in which 3 drivers would lose their lives and 11 more were seriously injured. The Crimson Streak, though, absorbed the brunt of the damage, allowing the driver to walk away from the accident. A year after it was officially introduced, the Crimson Streak Hover Racer is now part of 27 different teams competing in 43 different leagues, and is the chosen ride of no less than 15 drivers currently ranked in the top 10 of their leagues. The civilian version, known as the CS535, began shipping 15 months ago, and dealerships across the Ionosphere are finding it impossible to keep it in stock. Anything but a family vehicle is designed for 2, though a 3rd can ride in the cramped space behind the driver and front passenger. Likewise, the tiny trunk at the front of the vehicle is barely large enough to fit a couple of small bags, but then again, that's not the purpose of this hovercar, with a published top speed in excess of 220 kph, though owners do regularly claim to be able to get it up to 250 kph or more on a straightaway with very little difficulty. So yeah, stat-wise, the Champion Hoversports Crimson Streak Hover Racer is a 3,500 kilo vehicle. It has a cruise of 17 and a flank of 26, using an electric fuel cell no less. There's no heat sinks because it doesn't need it, but it has about 1,300 kilometers of fuel, or I guess charge in this case. It has an armor value, believe it or not, of 3 on the front, 2 on the sides, and 1 on the rear. It can carry apparently 8 kg of cargo and features an ultralight chassis and control modification, and obviously a single crew seat for 75 kilo in total for the crew seat. Champion Hoversports CS535 hovercar, though, is a 3,000 kg model, so it's actually a bit lighter than the racer model, but doesn't travel anywhere near as fast. 15 and 23, not a huge drop off in max speed, but slower nonetheless. It has a fuel range of 447 kilometers, but the difference is it uses petrochemical instead. It has no armor by comparison, 1111, and can carry 214 kilo of cargo, as it says, with 2 doors. 2-door. Features ultralight chassis and control modification, and has 2 crew and passenger seats for 150 kilo in total. And yeah, they look. You know what? I see them, and it's very cyberpunk, or very kind of late 80s, early 90s type anime hovercar thing. You know the deal. If you've seen like the Crushers, that kind of thing, they have that look to them, which I don't dislike. I think this kind of design for vehicles is pretty good. It's near that kind of. It's not future proof or anything like that. It's probably not what an actual hovercar would look like in reality, but it definitely fits the kind of sci-fi aesthetic, and it immediately sort of fits into BattleTech or like any kind of cyberpunk inspired world or that sort of style. It allows a lot of creative flexibility for an artist, especially for a civilian vehicle. So yeah, it's a cool little hover car thing. It's also interesting that there seem to be a number of them. I assume this is the race model that we're seeing in the image closest, because it seems to have race branding on the liveries, including a number on the. So these must be competitive vehicles in the back. So we have to assume that it just looks the same. The civilian model is the same. It just obviously doesn't have like Rebel and stuff written on the side of it. But yeah, it's you know what, you got a damn good field of view. Give it that. But yeah, I'm gonna end that there. Thanks everyone for listening. As always, that was another little civvy vehicle / race car, and I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, have a good one all. Thanks again. Bye.